Now, de Blasio's total denial of any responsibility is especially hypocritical given his support for a new New York City's shocking new bail system, a soft on crime initiative angering cops and critics. Now, 90% of the city's crimes are going to be cash bail exempt. This means any suspects of those crimes locked up in a New York City jail will be free to walk until their court date. Thousands already have been released, including one woman who was charged and released without bail on Friday for slapping 3 Orthodox Jewish women, only to be arrested again on Sunday for punching another woman. Now, she is free tonight, and she says, quote, "Yes, I slapped them," talking about the first 3 women. "I cursed them out. I said, F you, Jews." Now, on top of all that, New York City suspects who are released are now given a burner cell phone, 2 gift certificates, and a subway ticket when they are let out of jail. All this dreamed up by Mayor de Blasio. It's unbelievable. Joining me now, former senior advisor to President George W. Bush, Brad Blakeman. Brad, I am appalled by laws that protect violent anti-Semites. That's exactly what this new law does.
There's no doubt about it. And the mayor blaming others for his failures of his own administration. And it's not only a failure of his administration, it's affirmative actions by his administration to strip away the fabric of society in the city. You just mentioned the laws with bail. Well, how about the quality of life crimes with turnstile jumpers, or you're allowed to urinate?
But you were just telling me,
yeah,
you just saw one
2 blocks from here.
I take the subway every day. Yeah. I see it happen practically every day.
Or urinating in the street. You know, when Mayor Giuliani came in to the city, you know what the city was like. And the first thing he did was tackle the small crimes because he knew that would lead to other things, the broken windows.
That's called broken windows. Right now, we're in exactly the opposite of that. Now, we had, in the height of the worst crime spree that we had, it was in the late 80s, early 90s, we had 2,200 murders a year in New York. We now have less than 400, a dramatic drop because of the broken window theories. We're going and turning that on its head by what de Blasio is doing.
There's no doubt about it. And we're seeing the effects of his policies almost dramatically immediately.
The small crimes build up into bigger and bigger and bigger crimes.
Now, as you pointed out earlier, the anti-Semitic crimes are sickening. And that is something that Mayor de Blasio should be riding herd on. And we're seeing it multiply in the city. How can he blame Donald Trump for the anti-Semitic events that are happening under the mayor's watch and the mayor not coming to the defense of the people who are the victims? He's coming to the defense of the perpetrators. And the lady you just mentioned, who did an anti-Semitic
who bragged about it to police.
Bragged about it, admitted it.
Well, but it is more, I mean, as horrific as that is, and there's nothing worse than a law that permits violent anti-Semitism,
Correct.
Which is what this law does. But it is more than just anti-Semitism, because there are thousands of criminals who are being let out of jail without any kind of bail.
Right.
Now, they say it's because there's an inequality, because people who have money can be let out on bail and people who don't have money are stuck in jail. The fact that there may be inequality doesn't mean that you let violent criminals out. The duty of government is to protect innocent people.
Right. It's a wholesale letting out of people where there was probable cause to believe they committed crimes. And by the way, this bail policy isn't on going in and taking a bottle of milk because you're hungry. That's not what it's about. You're talking about serious, violent crimes where people are being let out.
Yeah.
And what are they going to do? There's going to be recidivism where they're going to come back and do more crimes, as we've seen with the lady.
Now, we're talking about New York, and yes, we are based in New York. That's the background that you see behind me. But this is happening all over the country in places with Democratic administrations, in Los Angeles, in San Francisco, in Chicago, et cetera. So it's something that's happening. How will this eventually turn around? Because eventually things are going to get so bad. We've seen it before. We've seen this movie before. We know how it ends. And it ends with thousands of people who are now alive being dead.
And you know how it ends? Is the same way it happened in New York and California in the past, is there's a flight People are leaving New York. They're leaving California.
Even President Trump. He's
went to
changed
Florida.
his residence to Florida.
Right. That's what happens when you hit politicians in the pocketbook. That's when things start to change. Right. And it's sorry to say that a lot of bad has to happen before good can.
I'm also sorry to say I'm stuck here in New York, at least until something happens to Fox News, which I hope never happens. All right. Great to see you, Brad. Thank you very much.